Welcome back to Humboldt State tonight. Dr. Stephen, Vice President Butler, joining us. A lot of titles, but I know him as Steve, and that's what I like to hear. Steve, pleasure to have you on the show.
And sometimes on the golf course, JB.
Well, let's not get into our golf games. That could get really ugly, especially if we showed some clips. But, all right, you're a former student at HSU, correct?
I graduated from HSU, and I'm a former student athlete.
Now, I work with, some of you guys you ran around with back in the day, as, those kids like to say. No, but what has it been like from you coming full circle at HSU as a student and now to, a man is right up there at the top?
Well, I've worked at 4 different universities, and coming back to Humboldt State was something I wanted to do. I grew up in California, but there are very few places in California that I'd rather be. Coming back, athletics didn't report to me when I came back, but because it found itself floundering, it was assigned to me, and with the work of our AD and many other folks, we have turned the program around. And working with the student athletes, being a former student athlete, is actually a lot of fun.
Soccer player, right?
I played soccer. In fact, last night a young lady asked me, did I play for Alan Exley? And I said, with a smile, no, he was my teammate. So it was a little flattering, but yes, we played on the inaugural soccer program. It got started. So
that's outstanding. So what's it like when you take on athletics and that becomes kind of your baby now, and the buck stops with you, but as a former athlete, does that give you a better understanding of what they're more than just numbers, I guess?
Well,
correct?
It's understanding what a student who is involved in athletics goes through. These students graduate at a rate that's higher than the non-student athletes. They have a better GPA. They are role models to many in the community. So working with the students, helping them progress towards their degree, graduation, professional schools, it is a pleasure to work with them. They are the best students on campus. And many folks don't remember that or acknowledge that, but they major in all the majors across the campus. They don't major in athletics.
Right. Well, now, Steve, a lot of people say athletes are just dumb jocks. That's an unfortunate stereotype. Why do athletes make better students?
Well, they're more monitored. They have higher expectations. They have to learn leadership. They have to learn to overcome adversity. They have to be team members. So it's all the skills that we would expect of a leader. They have to do those daily as a student athlete. The coaches are really on them. What I tell the coaches all the time is there's nobody else on campus that not only works with these students in terms of how they do in the classroom, but if these students aren't doing it in the classroom or on the court, they can make them pick up towels, run laps. I'm
sure there's a few professors that like to get that involved in the class, right?
A few wind sprints,
You didn't do your homework. Why don't you take a lap around the entire campus? Well, unfortunately, Steve, we're out of time just like that, but we'll look forward to seeing you at the games, and keep up the good work as a former HSU athlete yourself.
Well, and you as a former student athlete and successful athlete. So thanks, JP.
There it is, Humboldt State tonight. I want to thank everyone for joining us right here on Fox 28. We'll see you next week. I'm JB Mathers.